Michael was extremely competitive in everything he did. In Michael's second year, the Bulls were not any good, and we were the Boston Celtics, and we were on our way as one of the greatest teams ever to play basketball at any level, at any time. In game one, we kill them. Larry, Kevin, Chief, Danny, DJ, they have great games. And at the end of the game, we look at the box score, and this guy named Michael Jordan, he's got 49 points. We just said, well, yeah, he's pretty darn good, but he'll never do that again. Game two takes 41 shots, makes 22 of them, takes 21 free throws and makes 19 of them, and goes for 63 points. The Celtics are able to win the game in double overtime, 135 to 131. But we knew how lucky we had been to win that game because Michael was just so spectacular. That was the game where Larry Bird, in his post-game media comments, said, "I've just seen God disguised as Michael Jordan." And the rest is history.
Following the Freedom Trail to the Cradle of Liberty, Faneuil Hall. Hi everyone, welcome to Boston, home of Game 2 of the Chicago Bulls-Boston Celtics matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello. And Mike, Chicago hoping to even the series up here tonight.
And it won't be easy, not against this Celtics team. The Celtics are the favorites to come out of the East, and they've shown why that's the case with a convincing Game 1 win.
Very convincing. And the bright spot, Clark, from Game 1 for the Chicago Bulls, the production they got from the terrific Michael Jordan.
How about his performance? Didn't look like he had been bothered at all by that foot injury. 49 points, and he showed he's extremely ready for the big stage of the playoffs. But you know what? He's going to have to even be better for them to get the win tonight.
That's a good thought. And the Bulls will start with Charles Oakley and Dave Corzine at the 4 and 5. And in the point will be Kyle Macy. And on the wings, it's the fearsome duo of Michael Jordan and the Iceman, George Gervin. And the Celtics' vaunted front court, Bird and McHale at the forward, with Robert Parrish in the middle. The backcourt pairing for them, Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge.
And the Bulls are in dire need to even this series. Losing by 17 points in Game 1, they need to make a statement tonight.
Johnson, the pass to Bird. Now here's Parrish. Now Ainge. Knocked away. And stolen by Jordan. Excellent D there from Parrish. And Clark, the Bulls can't fall down 0-2 in a 5-game series.
Hey, Kevin, it's hard enough to beat this Celtics team in any series, but to take 3 straight games from them, virtually impossible.
I think you're right.
Putting a little mustard and spice on that slam.
He did. Well said, Clark. His guys encourage him to go up hard, and he did.
And you can see why, given that kind of finish. There are very few players who can slow a scorer of his caliber down.
Pass to Ainge. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the right block. And it's Parrish getting it to go. Parrish has got his second bucket of the game to go. And the big question and Mike problem for the Celtics. How do they slow down Michael Jordan?
Well, they sent a few options his way in Game 1. They know they need to be better and will still vary their looks.
Now Bird following the three-point attempt by Michael Jordan. The shot's good from Parrish.
Playing to their strengths, Boston doing a nice job feeding the Chief inside and utilizing his size.
On the wing, Jordan. Shoots over Johnson. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Jordan's got 5 points so far. Johnson outside. Passes it to McHale. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
One of the more unique big men in this game. McHale is an impact player at both ends of the floor.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for McHale. And Clark, here's something that no team has been able to do. Slow down the Celtics front court.
Well, there's just so much talent, actually too much talent at every position to be able to plug all the holes. They hurt you at both ends of the floor, too. Bird, McHale, Parrish, all elite players.
I think someday all 3 will be in the Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
A total team player, like whenever Corzine gives it up to the open man.
Johnson kicks to Bird. Back to Johnson. Oakley against McHale. And there's the pass to Johnson. Back to Bird. The Celtics working the ball around now. Johnson finds McHale. Hit the putback. Great positioning on the putback. He's got 8.
The long arms of Parrish, using that incredible length to do damage on the offensive glass.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Now with the inside on the Celtics game plan, let's send it over to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, this young Michael Jordan has a lot of tools in his bag. The first thing the Celtics want to do is stop straight line drives. Guys have to rotate over and give him angles off of the basket. But Jordan is so good with his quick first move and then going vertical, allows him to convert right over the top of defenses. Guys?
David, thank you. In game 1, the Celtics tried 5 different defenders on Michael Jordan. And Mike, ultimately, he got a little fatigued, but not before he put up 49.
One of the assistant coaches with Chicago said about Jordan, he's got the jump shot ability of a Jerry West and the ability to go to the hoop of a Julius Erving. Pretty good people to be compared with.
Phenomenal comparison. I love that. And Jordan with 49 points the last game. Clark, any chance you think he'll match that?
I'm never comfortable betting against Michael Jordan, Kevin. This guy is so good and so amazing. He's got the skill and the will to do it. I think a lot depends on what kind of defense the Celtics play on it.
That's going to be the thing to watch. Chicago shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
What's up?
The blend of athleticism and scoring prowess Jordan possesses is insane. He's capable of destroying teams all by himself.
Now here's Bird over Gervin. And it's Bird missing. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Jordan. Jordan out of the gates fast. Doesn't look shaky at all.
Well, that's an easy, effortless make right at the rim.
Yeah, you know this. You usually get only looks like this in the layup line. The defense has to make it harder on him right there.
Bird high post. Working on Gervin. On the wing, Ainge. Chicago grabs the miss.
And you look at this Chicago team, and they aren't your typical 8 seed.
You know, Mike, they didn't have Jordan for much of the season, and that certainly skews their record. But they are a fearless, confident, aggressive group that can hang with anybody when they're on their game.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And when Jordan is in rhythm now, his pull-up game, deadly. Shoots it with such confidence.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Got to halt this run now, right here, right now, and maybe devise a new strategy here.
Also a chance for his guys to take some deep breaths and renew their defensive focus.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming on the court are your Celtics dancers. Give it up.
Here's McHale. Looking to end the run. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And the Bulls unable to stay with the Celtics in game one. It was within reach until the fourth quarter, but fell 123 to 104.
And you know, it really came down to the experience of the Celtics. That was a huge advantage for them. This is a group of championship players, and they had one of the best regular seasons ever as well.
Celtics trail by 6. Bird looking it over. There's the dish to McHale. 6 to shoot. Johnson, the pass to Ainge. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
The floor general leadership of Johnson, outstanding at realizing when a teammate is open.
And 3 from Jordan. Another 3 for Chicago.
Right from the jump, these teams have been on fire offensively.
It certainly made this an exciting early game. Baskets was keep followed by
And it's Parrish finishing it off.
He is anchored in and making a living down low tonight.
Bulls leading by 5. Right side, Jordan shoots over Johnson. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Jordan's got 24 points.
firing on all cylinders right now. Jordan is showing no mercy in getting any shot he wants.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's what we call a good foul. Make them earn it at the line.
It might not be pretty, but that's the right play in that situation. He saved the layup with that foul.
For Boston, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Ainge.
Well, you got to love the raw tenacity Danny Ainge brings to this game. I mean, this guy works so hard to make an impact and just refuses to let other players push him around. He's a great competitor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Walton comes in for McHale, and it's Easting in for Johnson. Both free throws good from Ainge.
And he's been locked in from the line, proving he's someone that you don't want to foul.
Bulls leading by 5. Jordan with the bucket.
Michael Jordan.
26 points for him.
What concentration from Jordan, not allowing the defense to affect this shot even with
2 minutes
contact.
remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Bird outside. Pass to Easting. Ainge against Jordan. Pass to Bird. Pulls it up. A rebound by Oakley.
I'm sure he's upset right now. He had a space, had it all lined up, but just couldn't convert on the mid-range jumper.
Tell you what, the Bulls have really done a terrific job not giving this Celtics crowd a reason to get into it at all.
On the wing, Bird shoots over Banks. Boston again missing. Bird's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Over to the left wing. Down low. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Celtics ball.
Evans checked in for the Celtics.
Substitution for your Celtics. Scott Wedman.
1:14 left in the first quarter of the game. Here is Easting. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Bird can't hit.
Just unable to get into any kind of rhythm this quarter.
And that's the way it goes sometimes. But his team is doing what they can to try and get him going.
Their scoring has been a problem, been tough to handle.
And it's enabled them to establish a substantial lead in the early going.
Here is Easting. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Easting passes to Wedman. High post Walton. The Celtics working the ball around now. Redmond can't get it to go.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
From deep, Jordan and the Bulls, another 3.
And, you know, their lead just continues to grow, and it's not just because of their offense. They're getting it done at both ends.
Yeah, their defense has been stellar as well. Great work on both ends.
Here's Wedman. He dishes it to Parrish. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
It's not that hard to spot an illegal screen.
Most of the time, an easy call for the officials.
Paxson outside. Passes to Banks. And so it's Chicago, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter in this round one matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics. The Bulls leading by 15.
And the plan for the Bulls this series is to try and slow things down. The Celtics want to get into an up-and-down game. Makes sense with all the weapons they have.
So on the floor for Chicago to start the second quarter. Corzine is out there with Green. Then there's Gervin. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Paxson in at the 1 spot. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by the Celtics. And the slower the game gets, Clark, the more beneficial that is for the Bulls.
And, you know, that's not easy with all the great passes the Celtics have. The Bulls need to make sure they get back in transition because the Celtics are looking to push it every chance they get.
Pushing that pace, you're right. From deep, Jordan. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Green breaking loose. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got 38 points.
Tremendous strength there from Jordan. Knows he's going to get hacked inside. Finishes through it.
There's the drive. Michael Jordan is now over the 40-point mark. Again, Mike Fratello in this series.
You look at the Boston defenders, they are at a loss for what to do about Jordan. He's adjusted to their adjustments. Bird has such great awareness of the floor. You saw it on that pass.
And 3 from Jordan. It doesn't go for him. And the Celtics going the other way now.
You know, we all know about the Boston home court advantage. They won 40 games here during the regular season. A dominating home court advantage for the Celtics this year.
And now let's head over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Both teams have made veteran acquisitions to bolster their rotations. For the Bulls, it's the Iceman, George Gervin. He'll be 34 a week from today. It's his 14th season after playing in San Antonio most of his career. The 7th all-time leading scorer with more than 26,000 points. His all-time playoff scoring average is right behind Jerry West. It's a pretty good scoring punch. Back to you.
Well said. It is indeed. Thanks, DA. George Gervin shot 47% this season, Clark, the lowest of his career. But that's because he had fewer opportunities. But you and I know he can still fill it up.
There is no denying that, Kevin. He's been a tremendous scorer throughout his career, one of the very best. And we know George Gervin can finger roll.
Well said. A shot by Johnson, no good. And Mike, the Celtics, as you said, so dominant at home.
And that home record has everyone in the East nervous about playing.
Michael Jordan.
The Celtics can make the most out of a home court advantage. Hard to see anybody taking many games here.
Bird, the pass to Seasting. On the wing, Johnson. They need this. Again, Johnson missing. And so Jordan will bring it out for the Bulls. They lead by 24, their biggest margin.
Doesn't get any easier for Jordan. Terrific at exploiting the defense in transition.
And Mike looking at the 2 stars for the team. Michael Jordan right now with the edge over Larry Bird.
And Jordan is a much more pure scorer than Bird. Still, you expect Bird to crank it up later if this team needs his scoring punch.
And they're going to. Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Michael Jordan really making a difference here.
And they took that just to stop the bleeding. Giving up way too many threes, and they'll try to make an adjustment.
Ainge is checked in for the Celtics. Kyle Macy's checked in for Chicago. Danny Ainge on the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Walton. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Like the Celtics still looking for an answer to Michael Jordan.
And you might see more double teams and triple teams at the rate he's scoring. He's on his way to another monster game scoring tonight.
There's the pass to Ainge. Over Jordan. And too long on the shot.
And to me, they appear desperate to stop this cold streak right now. So far, nothing is working.
You can see the frustration is mounting, and because of this, their offense has been sputtering.
Boy, are they locked in on offense, knocking down every shot right now.
And the other team has to step it up on defense. No excuse letting them torch you like this.
Here's Ainge. Another miss by Ainge. Ainge has gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Jordan the pass to Corzine. Gervin trying to break loose. The shot by Corzine, no good. Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 19-4 run. And here's Jordan outside. Another 3 for Chicago. And as we expected, Mike Fratello, this Celtics front court has been a problem for Chicago.
And this is something the Bulls won't ever have an answer to. I mean, the whole Eastern Conference didn't have an answer for Bird, McHale, and Parrish.
3 future Hall of Famers in some people's eyes. Walton dishes to Johnson. Back to Walton. And Walton throws it down.
You know, as soon as Walton has the ball around the rim, he's thinking about flushing it.
And they've been moving the ball, Clark, really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Green finds Jordan. Here's the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
3 points.
Jordan's got 57 points.
Excellent touch on the long-range bomb from Jordan. He only takes those when he really likes them, and that one looked
2
good.
minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Johnson, defended by Macy. McHale inside, working on Gervin. Here's Johnson. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 1:43 left in the first half of basketball. Jordan, one more bucket, and Jordan will tie the playoff record. He's got 59.
Yeah, every coach that ever coached Kyle Macy loves that he just plays the right way.
And here's Boston. Johnson outside. Pass to Bird. Now here is Ainge. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Johnson. He tries for 3. Gervin pulls it in.
And during the season, Boston took 5 of the 6 meetings.
Michael
But
Jordan.
Boston was beating just about everyone at that rate.
Looking to stretch this lead out even further, going right after his shot.
And the defense continues to not be up to the challenge.
Johnson kicks to Ainge. McHale left side. Ainge with the ball. Now Green defending. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. From deep, Jordan. What a game from Jordan, Mike. He continues to add to his new record with every score.
I've never seen anything like this. This is as perfect a dominating performance as I've ever seen.
Perfect is a great word to use. Johnson goes in. And they get it. McHale trying to free himself.
They've won the rebounding battle, and it's translated to the score.
And it says a lot about the hustle and work ethic of this team. Still competing for every miss.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan with the bucket.
At 6'6" with his crazy hops, Jordan can be a problem down low.
Here's Johnson. Good on the bucket.
The story of their offense so far has been just that, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's Chicago opening up a huge gap. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Third quarter set to begin as the lights of Back Bay brighten up the sky in Massachusetts. We're here in Boston for Game 2 of the Bulls and Celtics. Second half of play getting going here in Boston. Now the Bulls with it.
You look at the firepower of this Boston team. 3 All-Stars in Bird, McHale, and Parrish. And this core has been together for their latest title runs.
And now let's go to DA.
Thanks very much. Now, we know about Larry Bird's determination at certain points, but Michael Jordan has some of those same qualities. He missed 64 games this season with a broken left foot, and Chicago management didn't want him to play anymore. But he put that foot down, citing his love of the game clause that's in his contract, which allows him to play whenever he wants, and he said, I'm going to play basketball. That's what I am, a basketball player. And he's back on the floor. Guys?
David, thank you. It's a great story. Michael loves to play the game, Mike Fratello.
And he rarely seems to get tired. Some people have speculated that because he missed a great deal of the season, he doesn't have the normal fatigue at this time of year.
McHale is out there with Parrish. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Bird. And it's Ainge in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And the Celtics core club won in 1984 and returned to the finals again last season.
And I think for this Celtics team, anything short of a title, Kevin, is a bust. I mean, they know they're the team to beat, and they carry themselves that way. One of the most talented teams we've probably ever seen in the league.
I agree.
Fantastic look. Excellent start to this second half.
Easy hoops out of halftime. That really can get your team rolling.
Johnson, wide open. He fires.
Robert Parrish. First personal foul.
From downtown. No good from Jordan. And so Bird will bring it up for the Celtics. The Celtics working the ball around now. He takes it in. Boston again missing.
He just can't seem to get anything to go. He's in a bit of a rut.
He's got to simplify things on offense. Concentrate on getting quality looks and not settling for bad shots. And when you look at that stacked 84 draft class, obviously there's Jordan. Some incredible talents in just their second season.
Passes it to Johnson. Now Parrish. McHale trying to free himself. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Parrish. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter. And the Bulls with possession. Mike, a lot of impact players coming in that 1984 draft class in the NBA.
And the talent is at all positions. Great guards, forwards, and of course, Hakeem as a center. He'll go down as one of the best draft classes in a long, long time.
You are so right. The Celtics making a switch here. Ceasing's checked in. Banks checked in for the Bulls. Paxson comes in for Kyle Mason. Kicks it to Bird. Here is Ceasing. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Inside, Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
7-1 with great skill. Parrish is one of the toughest assignments in the league.
Celtics have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. So he gets them both. And here's Paxson. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Boy, outstanding ball movement from Paxson there, showing a willingness to involve his teammates.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And the dominance of the Celtics, Mike, have shown again this season. It feels like it's their year.
They know it's championship or bust for them. They figure they'll be tested on the way and could also have to deal with their old pals, the Lakers. But all season long, they have been the front runner, and that won't change until they're knocked out.
They've got the target on their back for sure. And here's Jordan outside. Drills it from outside.
3.
Jordan's got 13 points here in the second half alone. The pass to Ceasing. Here's Bird. To the paint. Seasting with the bucket. Seasting's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice job by Jerry Seasting that time to work around the defender, showing a little bit of agility that I wasn't sure he had.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Showing just how dominant he can be. He's just carrying this offense right now.
Here is Seasting, guarded by Paxson. Seasting passes the pitch, and it's Parrish with the jam. Like the way this game has gone, the Celtics cannot slow down Michael Jordan.
Well, they've tried some different looks in the first half, but nothing seems to be the answer for Jordan.
You're right. Right side, Jordan shoots a 3, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
The number of the second half, 3. They are drilling shots.
And that starts with ball movement, putting your shooters in good positions.
Pass to Bird. They double team Bird. 5 on the clock. From past the arc. Kept alive.
And when Parrish is active like this, his teammates look for him, which helps get him into a rhythm.
Jordan looking around. Three-pointer on the way. And the 3-ball is good.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Here is Seasting. And Jordan continues to be the dominant scoring force on the floor. Mike Bird can't even keep up with him.
That's no knock on Bird. That's just how special Jordan is. He is putting on an absolute show in this game.
And I bet Bird is impressed too. Here's Jordan. And the layup falls.
Michael Jordan.
Found the crease, took advantage, and got it in close.
And adds to this lead. They're having their way.
You look at the numbers for Larry Bird this season, Mike, 25, 10, and 7. I mean, numbers that he's put up for several seasons in a row now.
Bird has defined what the small forward position is all about. And that's 6'10", by the way. He impacts the floor in every metric. I'm ready to call him the best small forward ever. Wow. It would take a special talent to knock him off that pedestal.
And coming from you, that's high praise. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And here's Bird from the arc. Here's McHale. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And here are the Bulls now. A drive by Jordan. That one falls.
A testament to his superior strength. I like watching Jordan muscle through contact and finish.
The Bulls have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And some changes here for the Celtics. Walton comes in for McHale, and Wedman subbed in for Bird. And Chicago also making a switch. Green, he's checked in for Dave Corzine. And right now, they're just trying to figure out how to snap out of this funk.
Yeah, you know, this is when you really need your leaders to step up and turn up the heat and take over.
Here's Wedman. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
That's normally one of his spots, and it was a quality look. Shame to see it go to waste.
Good on the shot.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt about it.
Looking at the way Jordan finished the regular season, you had to know that he was on the verge of having a stellar playoff run. Scary to think how good he'll be in the coming years.
Mike, his work ethic I know impresses you so much. Here's Seasting. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Seasting's got his second bucket of the night.
Superb use of the pick and roll. Seasting realizes exactly how to break down defenses.
Michael Jordan on the wing. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third. The 3-ball. Green breaking loose. The second chance effort. And it's good on the layup.
This is Oakley doing his thing. Battling on the boards and then instinctively sending it back.
That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
To Boston.
with 4 seconds on the clock, and it's Parrish missing. He gets it up. He can't hit that time. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Bulls. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. Back right after this. Final quarter of play starting in this Game 2 matchup between Chicago and Boston. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics.
And with the injury Jordan sustained this year, he has about as fresh of legs as anyone. He showed that in Game 1.
On the court for Chicago to start the fourth. We've got Green. AC is out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Washington. And it's Banks in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Jordan. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. And Jordan with the broken foot earlier this season, Clark. Boy, right now he looks 100%, doesn't he?
You know exactly right, Kevin. He had some games towards the end of the year to get himself acclimated and going again. But as you said, he looks locked in now with no holds barred on his game.
No limits at all.
Exactly.
Boston making a switch here.
For your Celtics, Greg Kite, Kevin McHale.
On defense, the Bulls into the lane. Vincent misses.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Outside Jordan. Shoots over Johnson. Jordan's shot is off.
And people will say he shouldn't take that mid-range look, but he had the space and is capable of making it.
And, you know, part of the reason why the Celtics feel comfortable pushing the tempo, the development of Danny Ainge, it gives them another option to initiate the fast break. That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. It's Jordan, top of the key. They get it back. Here's Washington. Lays it up and banks it in.
And how about the timing from him on the offensive glass? Positioning himself perfectly to capitalize.
To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Beautiful lead pass, catching it right in rhythm and just doing his thing.
Mike Ainge, a player that makes a difference off the stat sheet. Always doing the little thing.
He's an X factor for the Celtics. He can spark the team with a few hustle plays, three-pointers, a great fit alongside the rest of the Boston Stars.
Terrific fit. Celtics passing it around. Here's Vincent, defended by Macy. From 11 feet away, Vincent misses.
And these calls are not easy for the refs to make.
Things happen so fast in real time. These refs do their best to get these calls right.
Seasting, he's checked in for Dennis Johnson. Jordan with the bucket.
Jordan getting quickly into the shot. No hesitation. Supreme confidence shooting off the pass.
And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Bulls. Seasting passes to Wedman. Got a piece of it. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Macy, that's good.
Speeding up the court. Macy going all out to stay ahead on the break.
And here's Boston. Well, the Celtics knew they needed to slow down Jordan, Mike, but it's been more of the same from him in this game.
Jordan continues to abuse whatever defender they throw his way. There might not be an answer for him.
Continuing to thrash and make things happen. Outside, Jordan. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. So it's Boston now. Here's Wedman. Pass to Vincent. Pocket 6. With the fadeaway. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Jordan outside. And the dunk by Jordan.
Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard, loves getting tricky with his ball handling and creating shots for himself.
They want to break this scoring drought, Mike.
Well, they've had a lid over the basket for a while now.
Indeed. Passes it to Seasting. Just 5 on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Inside amongst the trees, Seasting relies on his quickness. That's how he beats bigger guys.
Here's Jordan. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Jordan's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
It's obvious he's looking to continue to attack on offense so this lead can expand.
And if you were hitting like he is in this one, you would be too. His efficiency has done a lot for them. A nice sense of when to move the ball and get the assist.
Here's Banks, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
They're starting to idle down and settle in. Much better shot selection this half.
Yeah, they're showing great patience at the offensive end.
The pass to Wedman. Here's Kite. He's covered by Washington. Here's Seasting. And it's off from three-point range. And so Jordan will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. To the middle. Here's Green. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's what you want from ball movement. Get the defense moving and find the chance inside.
Pass to Wedman. Pass to Seasting. Over Macy. Green with the block. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Boston making some changes. Walton's checked in for McHale. And it's Johnson in for Seasting. Chicago making a switch here. On the wing, Jordan.
2 minutes.
Here's Green. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Assisted.
Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
In a way, Jordan is your point guard. He's the initiator.
There's 1:47 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Green. And Green slams it in.
A well-timed feed was the catalyst for that bucket. That's how you set someone up for success.
And the Celtics with possession here. Vincent, the pass to Johnson. The Celtics working the ball around now. And stolen by Jordan. Drives to the hoop. And Jordan throws it down.
On the drive, MJ is so ferocious, he never even thinks about slowing down. Pedal to the metal.
Johnson outside. The pass to Vincent. Dishes to Walton. To halt the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, what makes Walton special isn't just his physical gifts, and there are many of those. It's how well he uses those gifts. He's smart with his body and makes moves he knows will be the most impactful. He's an efficient, smart, highly skilled player.
Here's Jordan. And Walton sends it back. And up the court come the Celtics on the break.
Bulls foul. Michael Jordan. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And the first one drops.
Scott Wedman. 2 shots.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Holton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Attacking the paint that time, unfazed by the bigger defender.
Touch, angles, whatever it takes to elude the shot blocker.
Redmond the pass to Vincent. Here's Kite. He's covered by Washington. Pass to Vincent. Fast break, Chicago. Here's Holton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
First personal foul.
Not coasting to victory. They're running through the tape. Run through that finish line.
That's how you do it. Keep it going through the checkered flag.
Well, as you can see, when you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
For sure. I mean, playing loose can help you and hurt you. It can cut both ways. I think they've got to tighten it up a little bit here.
Great ball movement, making that defense work.
Johnson against Jordan. The three sinks the triple.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. I mean, the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
And amazingly, the Bulls, Mike, have come into Boston and gotten a win. Great performance from them.
And with the series tied at 1-1, and the next two games in Chicago, the Bulls now have a real look at pulling off a miracle.
Well, Clark, the Celtic fans have to be feeling a little bit nervous after losing this game at home.
No doubt about it, especially when they have to deal with Michael Jordan in Chicago the next few games. Jordan at home has been electric, and if he gets hot, the